This review is a continuation of my review of the Sonic Boom series, so if you have not seen my review of Sonic Boom: The Rise of Lyric, click on the annotation on the screen, or click the link in the description below to watch it. Now let's get this underway. Let me get this straight. I was one of the Sonic fans that had hope for the series. Heck, I was even excited for it. But then my hype disappeared on November 5th, 2014, when a free demo of the 3DS Sonic Boom iteration was released. I played through the demo, and it seemed slow, clunky, and the controls were awkward. Some believe that this sealed the inevitable fate of the Sonic Boom series, being another terrible Sonic game. Now that the game is released, is Sonic Boom Shattered Crystal as bad as everyone feared? Is this even a true Sonic game? Anyways, Shattered Crystal is a continuation of the plot of The Rise of Lyric apparently, but this is just what the developer stated in an interview. It is never really clear where this game actually fits within the Sonic Boom timeline. Our story begins, for no reason once again, with Amy confronting Lyric by herself and eventually getting captured. This gives the Sonic team an excuse to go on an adventure through various types of stages and worlds. Also, because Amy is gone, there has to be 4 characters to satisfy all those positions on the D-pad, which is where the paranoid recluse Styx comes in. I swear, they emphasize that she is some paranoid lunatic, not by her actions and her dialogue, but by when every character calls her paranoid and crazy. Do the developers think that we're so dumb that we can't figure out character traits by ourselves, and that we have to be told by direct dialogue that a character is kind or smart or crazy? The writing for this game is simply awful. The humor in this game is terrible, once again, due to trying too hard to bring comedy into every moment possible. The humor falls flat on its face and is truly unsuccessful. Character development in this game is non-existent, and since the plot is primarily told through conversations, it becomes confusing, and only after 2 playthroughs and talking to multiple people did I minimally understand the story. Also, I forgot to mention before, Shadow is here, which is kind of cool, I guess. Now you may be wondering, how does this game play? I mean, everyone has been saying that this version is better than the Wii U one. To be honest with you, I've enjoyed this version much more. You see, in Sonic Boom Shattered Crystal, platforming comes in one variant: 2D sections. Although these sections are not made in the typical Sonic style, they are closer to the signature speed platforming known to many Sonic fans. What I really enjoy about the platforming is a small boost that you get with all characters when you press Y. This makes platforming somewhat faster and more enjoyable. Additionally, when I make mistakes going too quickly, the game doesn't punish me for it, since there is no life system in the game. The developers do a wonderful job of encouraging you to go quickly while still showing you an alternate exploration path. It seldomly forces you to explore the levels on your first playthrough, so I would say fans of the classic Sonic genre may have a good time with this game. Also, unlike the Wii U version, this game has few bugs and bland segments. Nothing really seems bland about platforming. But that brings me to the other modes in this game: rival races in a temple run style mode where you're chasing down a gigantic worm. With rival races, you play through familiar levels as you try to beat your rival CPU. This could be Metal Sonic, Styx, and Shadow. This mode is not as enjoyable as the platforming. I would not have even mentioned this as a gripe, but the modes are required to advance. Each level has a certain emblem requirement to unlock. Emblems are this game's reward for beating levels or collecting a set number of items in a stage. These can burn in hell for all I care. Even if you play through every stage normally, you will not have enough emblems to advance to the next level unless you explore the previous stage. I would have just liked to play through each level without exploring and to only play the platforming segment. Alas, this is not the case. Also, like The Rise of Lyric, the characters' abilities are not used in interesting ways, and nothing about the characters compelled me to actually play as them. I always just played as Sonic because I wanted to play as fast-paced as possible. That's not to say that the new edition Styx is terrible though. She has a boomerang that you can throw when you hold X, and it will go around and you can hit switches with it, which is kind of unique. I kind of like that, and the game doesn't really use it too often, so it never got annoying. However, if I could applaud the game for something, it's the presentation. The visuals and gameplay look nice, and they are decent for a 3DS game, as they should. The colors are vibrant and the art style fits the game and system. However, the cutscenes are a bit lackluster, which may be due to the 3DS's limitations, but even for 3DS cutscene standards, they are mediocre. But the game does run smoothly throughout the whole adventure, which is a huge improvement over the Wii U version. The music direction in this game is decent as well, although it seldom gave me a joyous feeling like past Sonic games music did, but the last boss stage's music is divine. The overworld themes are soft and serene, whereas the levels feel a bit more frantic. This variety in the music direction shows the excellent soundtrack of Sonic Boom Shattered Crystal. The tunes in Shattered Crystal are much better than the tunes in The Rise of Lyric. I even caught myself just sitting in stages after a little while listening to the music, but I won't show it off here because of YouTube's copyright claims. You should check out the soundtrack of this game when millions of people upload it to YouTube. Oh, and yeah, there is only one boss in this game, and it's the final boss, Lyric. The boss fight is fairly long and started to get a little monotonous. The ending, although I will not spoil it, if you can guess it, then I mean, that's great. It's usually how every game ends. The ending emphasized the virtue of teamwork, which was a theme throughout the whole Sonic Boom Shattered Crystal experience. Now, this was sort of a lesson that they had to teach Styx throughout the whole game, and it never really bugged me, but the way they always go back to this theme of teamwork can seem a bit cheesy at times. Overall, my playtime with Sonic Boom Shattered Crystals was decent. I wouldn't replay it in the near future, nor would I recommend paying $39.99 for this game, when there are much better games out on the system. However, if you had to choose one Sonic Boom game to get, definitely buy the 3DS version Shattered Crystal. And hey, Black Friday and Christmas is coming up soon, so I'm sure you can find a deal for it at your local store. This game is eons better than the Wii U version. Additionally, at times, this game feels like a true Sonic game. It's fast-paced, and sometimes it reminded me of the classic Sonic games. Although I would not recommend this game, I would give it a score of 6.7 out of 10. And if your opinions differ from mine, or you think that I am wrong, please let me know in the comments below. And as always, thank you very much for watching, have a wonderful day, and take care.